Hey ratbags, it's Jade. Today taking a look at Hightail. We've got brand new news about the spiritual successor to Minecraft and maybe what's been going on, as they've been pretty quiet, the developers behind Hightail, for a while now, and their first proper official dev blog has shed some light on what's been going on. But to not waste your time, there is obviously no more news about a potential release date, other than not to expect it this year for sure. But they have had some external playtesters come in, try out PvP, Team Deathmatch and a few other things, so we're going to cover all that today. So leave a like, it really does help me out and makes me want to make more Hightail videos for you guys, and let's see what's going on with the rest of the news. So effectively last year, in fact on their last big update video, the devs did kind of let everyone know not to expect the game at any point in 2023 and that at best you might see it in 2024. So let's clear up a few things. Back in summer 2021, the devs announced not to expect Hightail to release at any point in 2022. They were pretty much still working on the game and there's just no way it was going to release. So the very earliest it could potentially launch would be 2023. At the time, this was sad, but we was getting good amount of notice instead of what usually a lot of companies do, only let people know last minute. This was revealed back in the summer of 2021, so everyone could be prepared, and a little bit of hype did die down obviously with this announcement. A little while afterwards they did exclaim they wouldn't be releasing as much info given that the release date for the game was so far off that some of their dev blogs would be a little bit lighter. Pretty much true to their word, they started only really updating things every sort of 5 to 6 months. Then deja vu struck again. Summer 2022 rolls in and the devs announced that the game wouldn't actually be coming in 2023, so we can only hope or assume it might arrive in 2024. So today's update is pretty much the first one they've had in a year. While there's been some speculation and tidbits coming from other sources, official proper news on the game has been very light. Effectively, what they talk about and what they've been working on is they definitely have grown. They've got over 110 people now working on Hypixel's Hightail across lots of studios, and obviously in partnership with Riot Games, who have been helping them a lot. They're still looking for a bunch of developers to come and join them. And John Hendricks has become a big person in charge of where Hightail is at and where it's going to be. So we do get to see some pretty cool concept art, this of something called the Outlander. Effectively, they've changed a lot. Lots of things we'll see familiar from some of the trailers and behind the scenes footage I've seen before, but lots of stuff has been redone over or re-explored. During this time, I have come to learn that they have obviously updated their engine. They're using different types of code as well, which apparently will make it easier to go ahead and port the game to other platforms, not just PC. So that engine update they announced last year is going as planned. I seem pretty happy with the results, that they've got better performance, more adaptability and more platform support. They've recently gone and had their first external playtest. So this would usually mean either a focus group that aren't really in the game dev world, or it could potentially be a group of creators have been given some sort of access to it, as well as journalists. But given they don't really mention too much about that side, they apparently went through stuff with duels, so PvP and team deathmatches. Lots of systems were tested for balance and flexibility, including player movement, abilities, weapons, armor, item buffs and magic. And some of the people trying the game out managed to do all sorts of crazy stuff like get outside of the arena, and were utilising lots of emotes to communicate with each other, including nods, squats and gestures. And that is pretty much it where we're at the moment. No release date, no mention this time of anything being delayed or another year. So it has got the potential to maybe release next year as planned. But given they've had 2 big major delays already, I'd say the safe bet would be 2025 for sure. It's one thing to have a prototype for a game that's being backed by Riot that will be supposedly available across loads of platforms, maybe mobile as well. I can't see them really just entering into early access on PC. I can well imagine them doing some sort of beta period for a lot of platforms in the future. And yeah, that's going to take a long time. So ultimately, some of this stuff is good. I like the concept art. But considering we've seen quite a few trailers now and development updates that showed a lot more, it's kind of a bit disheartening to only see a few key concept pieces. What this says to me, the game really is a long ways out still. If you've been waiting 4.5 years, you're going to have to wait just a bit longer for what could potentially be the next big Minecraft game. Hightail is not dead, development is still ongoing, but it doesn't seem to be any closer to an actual release. and from what I'm seeing, I don't expect it to drop at any time early 2024. At best, we could see maybe potentially the end of 2024, beginning 2025. That of course changes, we get any reveals, any other big news, I'll let you guys know. At least hopefully we won't see it on any more expect these games to be coming out this year videos. Because yeah, at the moment now, we're definitely expecting it in 2024 and certainly not any sooner. If you really are looking for the next big game, then go and check out my 11 survival open worlds incoming and hopefully give you some more info about some other games you might want to check out. Until next time, ratbags, laters.